Hi everyone. Just like all of you, I was equally shocked when I learned that Uncle Baki had died. In my own way, I'd like to remember him. Um, it was just interesting that the last thing he said to me when I left Fiji was always come back and see us. And at the time, Auntie was still alive also, and I said, yeah, I promised that I would come and see them. But now, because of COVID, I won't. And I'd like to remember Uncle the only way and Auntie the only way that I know how. And I thought I'll do it the best way I can, and that's by writing a poem. And here's what I wrote for Uncle Baki. Remembering Uncle Baki, although you never had a child, you loved the child in all of us, especially your nieces and nephews. You'd take us swimming, mango picking, sometimes on your shoulders, hoisted high against the sky. At the waterhole, we swam until our teeth chattered, and we sunned ourselves in our underpants on the hot stones like lizards. And always you watched over us until it was time to return to Twine Pool. As we grew older, you had favorites, but I think you always had a soft spot for me and Saliwai. You had that peculiar habit of addressing us not by our pet names or shortened names, but always in full. Modelolo, you'd say, and I reckon you did this so that we knew that we mattered. We were your bridesmaid when you married, and you were the proudest man ever. We in our pink seersucker gowns that we kept and re-wore at Uncle Vuki and Auntie Willie's wedding. Like everyone else, we were intrigued by your bride, this African beauty you brought home to us. I remember her getting off the plane in her white dress and orange pattern leather slingbacks. The fact, sh- the fact that she could sing was something that we loved about you both. She embraced your family, your songs, and your stories, and you, Uncle, could tell fa- fabulous stories, intermingled always with musical interludes. Then we were separated for years when we migrated. We lost touch, but never forgot. You always supported the family, and when we reunited, I felt that something had changed. It was like a spark had died between you and Auntie, and then she passed. You had so much to live for, Uncle, but in the end, death caught up, as he will, with all of us. I will always remember you, Mr. Maui, or Uncle Baki, as you prefer to be called. Rest in peace and unity with all of our families who have gone before you. Rest in peace, Uncle Baki, or Mr. Maui, as you were affectionately known by your wife, Auntie Flora.